Hello my dear, welcome back to the next class. So today we are going to discuss a bit new topic. There is a function, what function? Trigonometric function. Okay. So we have discussed about the function they are in chapter 2. Correct? Okay. What is function? Function is a rule. Okay. Function is a rule on giving. Okay. For example, so f of x. For example, f of x equals to what? Suppose 3x plus 1. Okay. So this is the input. This x is the input. Here x will be the x is the input. X is the input. X is the input, correct? And this all together. Okay. After replace supplying the input, there is in x. So what do you get? We get a new value. That value belongs to what? That is f of x. Correct? So if we consider, so it will be output altogether. Okay? Output. Correct? Output. This is output altogether. Okay, correct? For x equal to 1, 2, 3. If we keep, then we get new value for f(x). Correct? So when we consider what the input 1, okay, then it will be 3 into 1, 3 plus 1. That means the value of the function will be what? The 4. Okay, which is what? Unique or a particular. Okay, fine. If we consider 2, then it will be 2, 3 is 6 plus 1, then it will be 7. Correct? So it is unique. What is unique? 2 is unique. 2 is whose value? Value of x. What is 2? That is the input. Okay? And then when we keep 2 as the input, then what will be the value of the function? Then 2, 3 is 6 plus 1, then it will give 7. Correct? If we keep 3, that means it will be what? Okay, if 3 is the input, then what will be the output? 3 is 9 plus 1. That means the value of the function is what? 10. For unique 3, we get what? A particular f(x), that is 10. Correct? So what we can write? For every in a function, okay, to understand a function, just I am refreshing. What is that? For every x, every unique x, unique value for every unique value of x, there is what? A particular f(x). Okay, what is x? X is the input. What is f(x)? There is the output. Correct? Okay. There is a particular f(x). That means once again, what is that? For any value of x, okay? Then any value of x, so there will be, for any value, unique value of x, there will be a unique f(x). That is the what value of the function or the input. Correct? Okay, fine. So thus I have refreshed you. Now we are going to discuss about a trigonometric function. Same condition is applied. Okay, same condition is applied. Correct? And then, okay, in the previous the classes what we have discussed in exercise 3.1, we have discussed the topic like what? The basic trigonometry angle measures, type of angle measures. What are they? They are degree, radian measures and degree measures. Correct? And its application. Correct? And then, okay, I don't want to go back, so it's quite simple. But here, my dear, so as I told you that in my previous classes, when we were discussing relation and function, it is very conceptual. Okay, without understanding relation and function, so what is that? You won't be able to proceed further in maths, correct? Okay, almost in every chapter of class 12. Okay, I'm not telling that 100% chapters. Okay, the function is applicable. Okay, almost. Okay, chapters of class 12, the function is applicable. Correct? Okay, so here again I am repeating the same thing that I told you previously. It is very important concept. It is very important concept. Okay, if you do not understand, okay, if you do not understand the trigonometric function, okay, after that its range and the domain, sign convention, okay, sign convention, okay, then you won't be able to understand there in class 12, correct? Okay, because basics are given here in class 11. Fine. Okay, let us start. So trigonometric function. Whose trigonometric function? There is a sine. We'll write f of x equal to sine x. Then f of x equal to cos x. And then f of x equal to tan x. Okay. Then f of x equal to what? Cot x. Then next sec x. Next cosec x. Correct? Cosec x. We are going to find out. Okay, we are going to discuss about this function and all. Okay. First of all, okay, I think you have okay. I'm rubbing this part, okay? Okay, fine. So let us draw a circle. It is of unit radius, 1 unit. Okay, this is what? 0. Okay. This is y-axis. There is positive, y negative. And this is what? Let me write 1. Okay, fine. Now you see, it is a circle. Just you imagine about any spherical object or a circular object. What they used to do? They used to keep rotate. Okay, they used to keep rotate. Okay, that means revolution takes place. Correct? Revolution takes place. Correct? Okay, fine. When, as we know that in one complete revolution, so its angle measured is what? 360 degree. In half revolution or half rotation, it will be pi. Pi equals to what? 180 degree, correct? Okay, fine. Next, let us consider it. Let us take a point here. That means we are going to subtend an angle at this point. So it is keep rotating. Okay. So it is subtending an angle x. Subtending an angle x. Correct. So here it is a height. It is a height, and this is base. This is base. That means base from here to here is of unit radius, and this is what Cosx, and this height is what sin x. Then if we talk about what the coordinate, what will be the coordinate at this point? So x-axis will be what? Who is lying where? At axis, cos axis, right? Cos x, and then y-axis, sin x. Correct? Sin x. So it will keep rotating. It will keep rotating. Correct? So starting from least angle, this is the least angle, okay? Least angle or the initial angle, that means initial point. Least angle. Least angle. It will keep rotating starting from 0 to pi. Okay? 0 to pi. So it will be maximum here. After maximum, reaching a maximum, again it will keep decreasing, again it will reach up to here. Okay? Okay? Okay, fine. And this will be what? So it will be pi by 2. Pi by 2 means this is what? 90 degree, this is 180 degree, and this is what? 3 pi by 2, there is what? 270 degree, correct? That means pi. So keep on adding pi, okay? Pi by 2 plus pi, 3 pi. Okay? 3 pi plus pi. So it will be 2 pi. Okay? 2 pi. So here it will be 2 pi at this point. Okay? That means this 0 and the 2 pi will be what? Lying along x-axis only. Correct? Okay, fine. I hope you understood. Okay, since it is rotating, starting from 0 to pi by 2, there is 90 degree. It was maximum, and then it is decreasing and reaching up to what? 180. Okay? Correct? So it is 1, and this is also 1. That means that it is over the same radius, because it is what? A circle of unit radius. Correct? So all the radius will be unit, 1 unit only. Correct? So this one is 1, 1. Okay? So it is maximum. It is becoming maximum here. Again it is decreasing. Okay? Again. It is keep rotating. Correct? And making a complete angle. That is what? 360 degree. Now from here, what do we have understood? What do we have understood? What do we have understood? So it is forming a what? When we subtended an angle and that means we got a right angle triangle. Then what do we have got? What do we have got? For what is that? We have got there is a base. Okay, what is Cosx? Cosx is the base of the right angle triangle. Okay, how we got? Subtending an angle x, and also what we got? We got height. There is what? Sin x. How we got sin x? Subtending. Correct? It will keep rotating. Okay? At different point. Okay? It will have different what is that? It will have different values. Correct? Okay, fine. Okay, we can write first condition. We can write first point. What we have got? Let us consider angle x. For every angle x, just I am starting from here. Okay. For every angle x, okay, there is what? There is a right angle. For every angle x, a right angle triangle Okay, for every angle x, a right angle triangle is possible. If for x, okay, a right angle triangle is possible, then what is also possible? What is also possible? A base and a height is also possible. Okay? For which a base, okay, a base, that is what cos x, this is cos x, okay, cos x, and a height, that is what sin x is also possible. Is also possible. What is possible? For every angle x, a right angle triangle is possible, for which a base, that is cos x, and a height, that is sin x, is also possible. Correct? I hope you understood. Second point. Okay? So what we can do? For every angle x, okay, for every angle x, okay, there is a what? There is a particular sin x and a cos x, okay, which qualifies the what? The trigonometric function. Okay. For every unit angle x, for every unit angle x, there is a particular what? Particular sin x and cos x, which qualifies the trigonometric function, that is fx. Okay. I hope you understood. Okay, before I begin, please pause the video and write it down, please. Okay, fine. Next topic. What is our next topic? Values of sin x and cos x with the help of coordinate. So how we can find out the values of sin x and cos x with the help of a coordinate. Okay, that's it. Okay, fine. This is the circle of unit radius. Okay, this is the circle of unit radius. This is what I have written here. So that means this is the so it is keep rotating. So starting from 0 to what is that? This pi by 2. Okay, pi by 2, and here it will be pi, and here it will be 3 pi by 2. Now, if we know in terms of what is that? In terms of coordinate, then at this angle will be what? Sin x and cos x. Cos x and the sin x. Correct? Cos x and the sin x. So at this point, okay, what will be the coordinate? So along the so this is what? Along x-axis. Correct? So this is what? Along y-axis. Correct? Y-axis. Y-axis. So what will be the pair of the coordinate here? 1 and 0. Correct? 1 and 0. Okay? 1 and 0. And what will be the name of this coordinate here? So it will be cos pi by 2 and the sine this one. Okay, I'm talking about this one, this part. Cos pi by 2 and then sine pi by 2. Okay? Okay, fine. Why it is 1 and 0? Since we have considered it is a circle of unit radius 1 unit, correct? Okay, this length is what? 1 unit. Okay, so since it is lying where along x-axis, so it is base, and that means along the x-axis that is the base, correct? And along the y-axis, what is there? At 0, so it is 0 only, correct? Along y-axis. Now next, okay, it will keep rotating, right? It will keep rotating. So at this point, so cos, so what is that? Pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 will be how much? It will be what? That means this cos will be vanished here. Okay, reaching at pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 will be vanished here. So it will become 0. So it will be 0 and 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Correct? That means okay, fine. So it is keep rotating, right? It is rotating, it is reaching to pi, correct? And then it is rotating up to what? So pi by 2 plus pi, so 3 pi, correct? Again, 3 pi by 2 plus pi, so it gives equal to 2 pi, okay? 2 pi. So 2 pi, 0 and 2 pi lie along the what? Along x-axis only. Okay, so here two pi. This angle will be what? Cos 2 pi and then sin 2 pi. Sin 2 pi. Okay, sin 2 pi. Sin 2 pi. And then this one will be what? Cos pi, this angle, cos pi, and then what? And first quadrant is all positive. And what about the second quadrant? Positive and negative and the positive, right? Negative and the positive, correct? Negative and the positive. Okay, fine. So it will be cos pi. Okay, cos pi. cos pi and a sin pi. Correct? And then get cos 3 pi by 2 and then sin 3 pi by 2. Correct? Now, this angle. Okay? Now, what is it? 0 and 1. So, as we have got. Correct? So, after again it will keep rotating. So, it will be what? The value will remain the same, but it will be the second quadrant. Okay, along x-axis is negative. Why the one will be negative? Because this unit, okay, this radius, this along what? And left hand side of the what? The x-axis, correct? So left hand side of x-axis is what? Negative, correct? So there is -1 and the 0 will be minus, correct? Okay, fine. Again, this one. So remember one thing, okay? So the value is not changing here, but only the sign is changing, correct? At what is that? This is cos pi at pi, okay? Cos pi and the sin pi, okay? And then next here, so cos 3 pi by 2 and sin 3 pi by 2. What will be coordinate here? What will be the coordinate? So the coordinate will be same only, but at 0 it will be 0 only, okay? At 0 it will be 0 only, but one thing there will be changed, okay? Since it is what? Along what is that? Y-axis? Then it will be what? Along y-axis, that means it will be what? So this side, this upside is what? Positive, and downside is what? Negative. So it will be -1. Okay, fine. So this is what? It is rotating how? It is rotating like this. It is rotating, okay? Okay. This is 0 to pi by 2. And then again pi by 2 to pi, correct? Pi by 2 to, okay, fine. Okay, no problem. Okay, again. So it is 3 pi by, that means pi by 2 plus pi, 3 pi by 2. Correct? Yes or no? And then again 3 pi by 2 plus pi. So we get 2 pi. Correct? So that means see, up to here it is what? Completing one rotation. That means there is what? One complete rotation equal to what? 2 pi. Correct? That means 360 degrees. Correct? I hope you understood this part. Okay, now this is the what? Along the what? Anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. We have discussed there in the introduction part of exercise 3.1. Okay, the positive angle and a negative angle. Okay, when it will be positive, when we consider when the rotation takes place in an anti-clockwise direction, then it will be positive. Along the what? Along the clockwise direction, that means that it will be negative. Correct? Yes or no? So before rubbing, please pause the video and write it down, please. Okay, fine. Now let us consider. So this is 0. Okay, let us consider starting from 0. Okay. So this is what? Pi minus pi by 2. All angles will be what? Negative 1. So this is minus pi. Okay. This is minus pi, and then minus pi and minus pi, pi by 2, so it will be minus pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2. Okay, 3 pi by 2. So up to here it is minus 3 pi by 2. Okay, and then again up to here it is what? Minus 2 pi. Complete rotation along what? Clockwise direction. Along clockwise direction. So what is that? Okay, let me write the coordinates. Then at this point, so it will be cos x and the sin x, it will remain the same. Cos x and the sin x. Okay, cos x and the sin x. And then here it will be how much? So it will be this one, okay? This angle. This angle, okay? For this angle. 0 angle. That means it will be how much? So this is pi by 2 only, okay? This part. This part is pi by 2. So cos of minus pi by 2. And then sin of minus pi by 2. Okay? And then here cos of minus pi and then sin of minus pi. And here cos of minus 3 pi by 2 and the sin of minus 3 pi by 2. Okay? The value will remain the same, okay? The value will remain the same. Correct? So it will be what? Minus pi by 2. Okay? It will remain the same. There is 0 and 1. Okay? Okay, before writing it, please pause the video and write it down. So the value will remain the same, okay? So it will be 0 and minus 1. Okay, 0 and minus 1. This is what? Minus 1 and 0. And then this will remain the same. Okay. This is 0 and minus 1. And then it will be 1 and 0. Okay, this part. This is 1 and 0. Okay, so this is what will be the coordinate. Okay, I'm writing here. Okay, for this. Okay, for this I will write it here. So since it is what? Minus cos of minus 2 pi and then sin of minus 2 pi. Okay. Okay, fine. So it is just we are considering this along the anti-clockwise direction, and this is what? Clockwise direction. So in clockwise direction, so all are positive. See, minus pi by 2, and then what is that? So it is minus pi. Okay, it is minus pi. Okay, this is minus pi. This is minus pi. And this is minus 3 by pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, and then this is what? Minus 2 pi. Okay, so it is what? Along the anti-clockwise direction, so it is positive. So it is along the clockwise direction, so it is negative. Okay, ultimately what we can write? Ultimately what we can write? Ultimately what we can write? Okay, so it is possible for what? For what is that? For the diagram, either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So we get the same value. Okay, we get the same value. So we can write Okay, my dear, please write it down before rubbing it, please. Okay, now let us find the value of this. Okay, now let us find it. Let me rub this. Let us find the value of. Okay, this is angle. Angle, that is x, right? This is okay, sin x, sin, and then this is cos. This is cos. Okay, so here and you observe one thing. So what is that? Pi by 2, 0 and 1. Okay, at 3 pi by 2, what is that? 0 and minus 1. Okay, why it is minus 1? Because it is along the y-axis in the negative direction. Correct? Okay, likewise. Now you see pi by 2, at pi by 2, 0 and 1. So here it is 0 and minus 1. Correct? Pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Okay? Okay, the values are same. Okay, but only one thing what is that change, that is what symbol. So here also what minus here in anti-clockwise direction minus 3 pi by 2, 0 and minus 1. Here also what is that? 0 and minus 1, the same one. Correct? And then minus 2 pi and 0 pi. Okay, at minus 2 pi and 0, so if you measure some 0, 1 and 0 and 1 0. Correct? And at minus pi, so what is that? Minus 1 and 0. Okay, it makes it same. So we can find. Let's see this. Okay. So angle, I'm writing the angle here. Angle. This is x. Okay, sin. This is cos. Okay. Okay, now I am writing this part. This is angle. There is x. Here also the place will not enough. Okay. Okay. See, observe one thing, sir. The rest, what is the values are remaining the same only. Okay. Okay. So I am rubbing. So since to write the values and all, so there is no place. So I am writing. Okay. Okay. I am rubbing this part. Okay, fine. Angle, there is x, there is sin x, sin, and this is cos. Angle x. Here 0, 2 pi and a minus 2 pi. So it remains the same. Okay, it remains the same. So what is that? for sine along the y-axis there is 0. For cos along x-axis there is 1, correct? So 1. And next is what? Pi by 2 minus pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 and minus pi by 2, correct? Yes or no? So you can easily find it out yourself, right? Okay, fine. So next is what? Next is pi by 2 pi by 2 and then 3 pi by 2. What are its value? What are its value? 1 and 0. 1 and 0, right? 1 and 0. And then like this pi and then minus pi. Pi and minus pi. Pi and minus pi. So this is what? Right? So cos is what? Cos is 1 minus 0 minus 1 and the sine is what? 0. And then next minus pi by 2 and then 3 pi by 2. Okay? Minus okay, 3 pi by 2 and then minus pi by 2. Okay, this is what? This is what? Just reverse of that. Okay, minus 1 and this is 0. Okay, so okay, fine. These are the what is it? Values of the sine and cos with the help of the coordinate. Okay, with a circle of unit radius we can find it out. Correct? Okay, fine. Okay, my dear, before rubbing it, please pause the video and write it down before proceeding further to the next topic.